And today I've got something completely different in store for you, namely a standalone game deviating from the promise of only making content related to a series of matches. But this time around I'm going for a standalone game between Maximum and Gangnamlife. Gangnamlife is a Korean gosu who goes by the name Gangnamlife. So we're watching Gangnamlife on the Blue Terran. Gangnamlife is located in the top right spot of the map, whereas Maximum, which is the name Kokanee used in Starcraft World and is now a name used by Leebokgu, aka GoldSCV, who used the name for a couple of months on the Korean server because he is a huge Kokanee fanboy and he just loves Kokanee's playstyle and he's trying to emulate it, blah 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 blah, all kinds of things. All I know is he respects Kokanee and that's great. So let's start this game off. Maximum is starting off with the single pylon, as everyone else who plays Protoss does and has to do, otherwise you cannot progress. Whereas Gangnamlife starts off with the depot and the barracks. Kinda curious to see what this game will lead into. There is the Nexus, so we are seeing a Nexus coming down for Leebokgu or Maximum. I'm gonna just interchange those two names non-stop all game long. Whichever pops up first into my mind, that's the one I'll use. And for a change, we're seeing a 3 barrack build for once. Most of the time we see a 2 barrack I'm sorry. Most of the time we see a 2 barracks build for the Terrans, but Gangnamlife really loves the 3 barrack build for Terran, as we can see right here. I've seen him do it in more replays that I've already watched. And he's spamming away that APM really pretty hard. Almost 500. Let's see if he can keep that up, or if it's going to drop a little bit further into the game. And see where his real APM lies at. Maximum is added on 2 gas, is on a single gateway, but he's not making a zealot. He's going all in on just being very defensive. That's 2 cannons coming down in the choke, and off he goes with the probe, scouting the map. Goes south, no, he goes north first, so you will find Gangnamlife quite soon into this game. Gangnamlife also find Maximum right on the next scout, so both players will be aware where the other is situated. There they find each other. Probe is running away. Probe is almost dead. Probe is going to get intercepted by the Marines on spot in the top right corner. There he goes, walks into the Marine. Marine finishes off the probe. But this should give away the fact that Gangnamlife is on the top right corner. And I'm pretty sure that Gangnamlife also knows that Maximum is on the top left corner because he saw that probe coming from the left side of the map. He sees the pylon, he sees the choke. He turns the SV around, doesn't want to lose it. And he's already starting with the factory. That's a very, very early factory. He didn't even make an academy yet. He stopped making Marines because he doesn't need Marines, because he knows that Maximum does not have Zealots out, although there's a single Zealot out there. He knows Maximum does not have Zealots out because the Zealots would have already harassed him at this point into the game. So he's going for pretty much just saving up some cash to boost his economy so he can start up rolling a little bit later into the game. There are the Marines standing there blocking anything from going into the entrance. So yeah, Leebokgu starts off with 2 robotics facilities right from the get-go. He's still making zealots from just a single gateway. And he's got a Citadel of Adun on the way as well. The academy for Gangnamlife is about to finish and his machine shop for his factory is underway. He's already started on on 2 Terran starports. So he's going for raids. Maybe he's going for a drop. Not entirely sure. But I assume that because it's 2 starports, he has to be going for the raids as his anti-drop mechanic or the drop counter. There is a Templar's Archive and a robotic support bay. Single shuttle is on the way. Second robotic facility, yes, just finishing up. And we're going to be seeing, hopefully, 2 Reavers popping out anytime soon once he hits that benchmark of 400 gas. He's not making it just yet. He's going for shuttle speed first. And then I assume he's going for Psionic Storm next. Oh, he's going for Dark Templars first. Alright, you never know. There's a couple of different options you can go. Dark Templar is definitely not the most common one. The most common one is double Reavers. Load him up into his shuttle and harass the front, but he's not going for that. Instead, he's going for the double Dark Templar. He's going to drop Dark Templars inside Gangnamlife's base. Gangnamlife already has an engineering bay up. He sent an SCV to the side, and he's already making a turret in the front. The SCV on the side will make a turret there, and he has a scan out. There's no turret at his main just yet, so he might be able to deal a little bit of damage with those two Dark Templars. He's going to drop into the base of Gangnamlife. After that, Reaver finishes. He's going to use that Reaver as well. But he is very slowly and very peacefully building onto his base and constructing the countermeasures that he needs to fight into Maximum. He kind of knows what Maximum is up to, because I assume he scanned. Let's see, he didn't scan yet. But I assume he knows exactly what Maximum is up to. So this Wraith did not scout the shuttle. The Wraith is now going to scout the tech. It turns around because I think he knows that the shuttle is on the way already. Shuttle finds a way into the base. Dark Templars, however, get cut out. Shuttle dies. Reaver dies inside the shuttle. Dark Templar is inside the division. It's just outside the division, so he has to use a scan. This little portion was just outside of the division. This was inside the division. A scan has been used, but his scan was not wasted. He almost has energy for another scan. Now 2 drops are going to be flying out. And he's going to throw them in from 2 different directions. But this shuttle is going to get spotted. No, it's not going to get spotted out by this Wraith, but it will get spotted out by that single turret there over the hill. And this one gets spotted out by a Wraith though. And the Wraith is now on the chase. This shuttle now comes flying in. Shuttle is going to get sniped. No, he turns the shuttle around. He tries to storm on top of the Marines. The Marines dodge the storm, but well, 5 Marines went down to the storm. Now this shuttle is going to go back in. The Wraith was pulled back. The Wraith was pulled back into the base. Now he's going to try to look for an opening on the south side of Gangnamlife's base. But there is a Wraith already flying out because he knows that a shuttle is coming. And they both meet each other, but he doesn't respond in time. Now will he respond to the shuttle? Alright, Marines are moving out. Wraiths are now on the chase. He drops Templar. Templar storm. Templar kills a single Marine. But there's still a single Templar in there. The shuttle comes in all the way and he gets a storm off and he kills... Oh, he does get about 11 SCVs down there, but another drop is already flying in from the west side. This drop will come in all the way. There's 2 Templars on the prowl there. Those Templars get all their storms off, and another 33 SCVs go down to the storms, and a couple of Marines as well. So Gangnamlife running behind on the events, and Maximum now has a huge lead over Gangnamlife. Gangnamlife doesn't even have a proper choke yet, whereas... Well, luckily for him, Maximum is not going for a frontal attack at all, because he does not have Zealot speed up just yet. He's not even upgrading it yet, he's just going for the full-on storm drops non-stop. He's not going to abuse the fact that Gangnamlife's economy is in tatters, and he would be able to just steamroll this front completely. I think that by going for drops, he's more or less giving Gangnamlife the opportunity to make a comeback. Though Gangnamlife is only on 2 command centers, so the comeback is going to be taking a while, as he's already 55 workers behind on Maximum. Maximum is in a very comfortable position now. Maximum is also spending his minerals quite well, as he's only around 800 to 1000 overmine, which is bound to happen at this point into the game when you start with a +1 Nexus, and you're pretty much building a very diverse attack arsenal deal damage with and attack with. Right. He's preparing the drop. Drop's gonna fly out. And it's gonna come flying out over the northwestern side of Gangnamlife's base. Gangnamlife does not have a lot of units in position to help him fight that off. And these shuttles are filled up with a couple of Templars and Zealots. It's about 5 Templars even, and 4 Zealots are in there. But he pulls back because he knows units are coming in. He knows he can't go in because he knows Gangnamlife is fully aware of where those shuttles are, because he scanned the shuttles again. He spotted the shuttles as well. He scans them again. Maxim has to make a choice, and he takes down the observer that was there to take down raids, and now Gangnamlife can just chase these courses all the way back to the base and with perfect micro take them down. And he scares him off. He brings in a new observer. Raids pull back. Raids are going to run out of energy very soon. Wait, no, these raids actually do have a lot of energy. Some of them have a little bit of lower energy. The ones that have been out for a long time And now the drop comes in. Raids are not in the right position. Shuttle's gonna come flying in all the way. Gangnamlife does not respond with the stim. He does not respond with pulling the SCVs off of the minerals. And does he get the storm? Actually, he does not get the storm off. Did the... Oh, that's unfortunate. The shuttles weren't unloading. Sometimes that happens when you try to unload them all in the same spot. They don't really unload. So the best thing to do is just to press U on every single shuttle individually. And then drop the units out so that they will not... Well, that situation, what we just saw, will not happen. Because if he had done that correctly, all those SCVs would have died to the storm because he has 5 Templars in there. But this is a very fortunate pickup for Gangnamlife. Gangnamlife extends his life just a little bit longer. Another drop is already prepared. 6 shuttles this time around. Comes flying in. Does Gangnamlife have an answer ready? Gangnamlife does not have an answer ready. Marines are in position though. Will he stim? He does not respond in time. The drop flies. Oh, he responds. He stims the Marines. Drop comes flying in all the way. This time all the units get deloaded very, very quickly. Gets a couple of very good storms of our Marines. He kills pretty much all the Marines that were placed around the CC. Gangnamlife only on 20 minerals, as he had to pull all of his SCVs off of the minerals to stop mining. And I assume one of these... Ooh, he tried to get splash damage off on those SCVs by placing his Templars right next to the SCVs. But he doesn't quite get splash damage off. He's back on 41 SCVs, but his minerals are very, very low right now. Because all those SCVs have to start remining, and that's a very slow process. And his base is very small, way smaller than you'd want it to be at 11 minutes into the game. He's got 3 barracks, a single factory, and 2 starports. And another drop is already flying in, and a frontal attack is also on the way. Although he doesn't have Zealot lags finished. Did he forget it, or did he click on it without having the minerals for it? That's a little bit of an oversight. Very unfortunate. But he's going to drop right on top of the SCVs to try to get the tank splash damage. But the drop was a fake one. The real drop is coming in from the south. He gets a beautiful storm off. Kills only 2 SCVs though, but he managed to make Gangnamlife pull off. But this is very good. Very good survive from Gangnamlife. I mean, it was a beautiful setup from Maximum, but it didn't quite work out as he wanted it to work out. Only got a couple of SCVs down. Sorry, I've got a throat infection. So it's kind of hard talking, but not too bad. Alright, he's only sacrificing probes because he's got a lot of overmine. Carriers have finished, and Gangnamlife honestly does not have a single answer ready for those carriers. He has a single Wraith in his base. He's very, very small. He's building a huge choke though, but that huge choke will not help him at all against carriers. He does not have Goliaths out. He's got some upgrades on the way, but the Valkyries are also on the way, but his Valkyries will not do much against these carriers. This is how many carriers does he already have? He's got 5 carriers out there, and he's got 9 more on the way. Once those carriers finish, you will be able to just roll Gangnamlife over, throw him into the ravine, and finish this game. This is a very quick game and very neatly executed, though mostly dependent on Gangnamlife being very slow on his responses to those drops, allowing those drops to go in all the way. Instead of stimming, right, this time he responds very quickly and he stims down all the shuttles individually. A single shuttle comes in all the way down to the middle, but there's nothing in there. But now the carriers that have finished up can start hammering away on these sides here on the west side of Gangnamlife's base. Gangnamlife responds by stimming on those interceptors. Interceptors are quite bad against Marines. Marines are quite good against interceptors. Interceptors don't have much life. If you stim into them, interceptors will die very, very quickly. Unless the carriers specifically start attacking the Marines on the low ground. But if that doesn't happen, interceptors will die. It's got a couple of observers there in the mix. Just in the case cloaked raids would be flying in, the carriers will be able to take down those cloaked raids. That's a very good precaution. The south side of his base does not have any turrets just yet. The west side even only has 5 turrets up at this moment. The 6th one is being produced. And there are no Goliaths out yet. He doesn't have that many minerals. He's on 58 SCVs, on 4 gas. Very slowly creeping up. He's mostly spending all of his gas on starports and Valkyries. Valkyries are very good against carriers, but I don't think he is going to have enough of them to fight this off, because this is well over 15 carriers in the mix here. And 2 more are on the way. And there's a drop there too. The drop is going to come flying in under the cover of the interceptors. These Marines here that are all stimmed up, they will be doing quite some work against these Interceptors, but those Marines will probably die quicker than they can kill those Interceptors. Interceptors getting replaced very quickly. Now he's throwing down a lot of cannons here on the west wall, just to help his carriers survive against a potential raid attack. This was cannons would then be firing on the raids. And he tries to fly the drop in, but he's unable to. He gets a Templar off on the high ground and storms all of the Marines on the low ground. That's a very beautiful move from Maxim. Maxim taking full advantage of the fact that Gangnamlife has a bunch of Marines out and no Goliaths. And storms are just amazing against Marines. As you saw there, that single one killed 19 Marines single-handedly with a single storm. Right, drop comes flying in. Shuttles don't get focused by the Valkyries. Now he's trying to get in on the shuttles, but the shuttles flying all the way. And I think Maxim just gives up on life right here because there's no way he's going to fight this off. He loses a bunch of SCVs. Now the carrier is attacking his main CC. Main CC is losing HP very quickly, and the main CC goes down. No, it stays alive. Main CC stays alive, and it goes down eventually. Second volley of the target fire on the command center took it down, and Gangnamlife is pretty much completely dead at this point. There's no way he's going to make a comeback, and he leaves the game, and the game is over. Maximum wins, Gangnamlife loses, and that's GG. No GG was called from either player, but there was no way Gangnamlife was going to make it out of that hole. Maximum just kept on digging and digging, and Gangnamlife kept throwing out semi-correct responses, but he failed to react in time. Like, the options he was going for were correct, but his reaction time was mostly too slow, allowing Maximum to go in all the way to the minerals and get great storms off, great drops off, and pretty much throw a wrench into the cogs of Gangnamlife's economy. So yeah, this is a very quick game. Hope you enjoyed that one. I hope the coughing wasn't too annoying. I coughed a couple of times. I hope my voice recovers very soon. Yeah, within the next couple of days, so I can get right back into it. This is pretty much all my voice can handle right now. It's a single cast because it's hurting a lot. And stay tuned for more episodes in the future. Thanks for watching.